Good evening, everybody. Welcome to episode 8 of the Playlisted Podcast. We appreciate y'all for coming out, for supporting, and for all of the artists that are coming out here. We do ask that y'all keep it down when the artists are playing, especially. We are recording a podcast, despite what you're going to see on stage. We are all putting all of this on the internet. But then do not be quiet when someone is done, especially when you really like them, so that it sounds like everybody loved them, because I'm sure y'all will. So with that being said, it is time to introduce our host of the Playlisted Podcast, Mr. Austin Burke.
What's going on, everybody? How are you? It's good to be here on a Monday night at the Greenlight Bar in Nashville. We have a stacked lineup tonight. I'm excited. Lots of talent coming on the stage, and it should be a very good time. Dean, how are you?
Doing great.
How was your week?
It was good. I played a lot. Too much.
Really?
But yeah, it was good.
What was the longest gig you did?
I did a 4-hour morning gig on Sunday, like 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. That was long.
Was it followed by a Saturday night gig?
No.
Oh.
I was done with that. At old Morgan Wallen's.
Nice. How is that place? I haven't been yet.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, the Sunday morning shift is not the hottest time to be there, I would say. A lot of children who don't tip very well because they don't have jobs. But besides that, it's pretty good.
Well, it's no Greenlight Bar, you know.
It's no Greenlight Bar, that's for damn sure.
Any dates?
I am hanging out with a girl tomorrow.
Really?
We'll see.
All right, you guys heard that.
This is the 8th time he's asked me that, and the first time I've had
Well, he had to set it
type
up, so it took a couple weeks.
Ask me next week. That's more important, yeah.
All right, well, we have 2 very special guests tonight. I'm excited to have some incredible musicians, artists. His new album just came out this Friday. Give it up for Tyler, Rich, and Joe Devenney. What's up, boys?
What's up, man?
How we feeling?
Oh, I can't even talk. My voice is gone.
Well,
I'm glad I'm not singing.
it's
Probably for the best.
Good day to be on a podcast.
Yeah, it's fantastic. My knees
let me
are too
scoot
long.
Let me scoot this table back.
Let's
We're
just
good.
scoot my chair.
Um,
It's my knees that are the problem, not your table.
So these guys right here, honestly, are some of my best friends in town, and that's kind of what this podcast has become. It's like bring my boys up, bring my friends up, and I've known Tyler for a long time, and we were originally going to have your wife on, but she's obviously a movie star, so she's in LA this morning.
We got a prettier option, am I right?
Yeah. Your work wife.
This is my work wife, actually. Yeah, it's
Damn.
both of them piss me off, but I love them.
So Joe, we were at your music video shoot yesterday, and by the way, amazing song. We'll talk about that in a second. But we were at your music video and saw Joe there, and Lexi, my wife, loves Joe because Joe's been on the road with me and Dean and Cody a bunch, and Tyler's been nice enough to lend his band to me when I need somebody. And and so anyways, Lexi was like, well, you should ask Joe. And then right as I was texting you to have Joe come on, you texted me, can I have Joe come on? It was crazy.
The exact same second.
Yeah. It was pretty weird.
And I forgot in that moment because when he played with you on the road, that was a long time ago.
It's a very long time ago.
And I literally looked at Joe because he is my work wife. He was looking at me in my kitchen making me a sandwich. And I was like, hey, would you want to do this with me tonight? And he's like, yeah, that sounds fun. I was like, give me a bunch of facts about you. Because he's like one of the best guitar players I've ever seen in my entire life. And I was like, Austin already knows that, I think. Give me some cool stuff about you. I could tell him, so he'll say yes. And as I was typing all these things, literally I was hit send, and he goes, you think Joe would want to do it?
He goes, Joe who?
And I said, Joe who? Because I forgot that they played together forever and knew each other. And I looked at Joe, and I was like, you know Austin Burke well? And he's like, yeah, dude, I know Austin, played with him, all these things. And then we just started laughing. Same brain, crazy.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. It's amazing. Well, I'm going to have Joe, with all that said about him, draw the first name out of the hat.
I like to preface and say I'm really not that cool. So.
I think you're cool.
can announce the name too.
Steel Ivory, you're up.
Steel Ivory. All right.
Steel Ivory.
So as Steel Ivory makes their way up here, I'm going to explain the show to Joe, Tyler, and to you guys. So basically what's going to happen, we have 6 artists tonight. They're going to sing us one song and try to impress us, try to impress the crowd. It's, very interactive. You guys got to give it up real loud if you like the performance. And then basically we're going to give them some feedback, and it turns into a podcast interview. We interview them. We got some facts about them right here, answer some questions that they might have for us being in the industry. A lot of these people that are on the show have been in the industry for a little bit. Some are brand new. It varies in all different things. So cool. We're just here to have a good time, drink some beers, and listen to some good music. That's what it's all about.
Nashville needed something like this. This is really cool.
Thank you.
Mean. I don't know if I can be mean.
Well, it's whatever whatever you're feeling. I know Joe's from Philly. He's gonna be mean as hell.
He's not just from Philly. He's from the hood in Philly.
I've been told to curb my Phillies, so it'll be hard to calibrate.
So as they're tuning up,
hey, Joe, don't steal Ivory, okay?
As they're warming up, I just want to talk about you guys, brag on you for a little bit. Tyler, I didn't even know this. This is crazy. You have over 500 million global streams, 2 gold records in America, 2 platinum and 1 gold in Canada. I didn't even know this. You used to be in a screamo band, and you were on Warped Tour and had a record deal and all that. I know you had a record deal in country. I didn't know you had a record deal as a screamo band too.
This is a lifetime ago, and you'll never know the band name, but it's true. I was 18. Yeah, I got a record deal.
Was the band called Tyler Poor?
It honestly sounds a lot like that. Honestly, if you just blurred the words and got a little drunker, you might have said the band name, and I'm not kidding.
Oh, nice. All right.
I was 18 working at Red Robin and started a band and got a record deal, and it was cool. It was crazy, wild, fun. And then, I left my sister's jeans at home and went back to school and started this.
Dude, no joke. I remember the day it happened. I used to be a skater kid back in the day, and I went to Old Navy, and I've always had big legs. I played baseball. I had big thighs, and I went to Old Navy, and I got husky girl jeans. And I was like, it was awful. It was awful, and I got girl jeans from Old Navy, and I wore them, and I think I ripped them third time I wore them. But yeah, dude, girl jeans were the shit back in the day.
You do have big thighs.
Yeah, dude.
Kind of got a dump truck too.
He's thick.
We used to joke all the time. Austin's got a fat ass. I mean that.
All right.
I mean that as a compliment.
Holy shit. This is already off to a great start.
You could be doing a different podcast. You know that, right?
God, I'm trying to throw. God. All right, I hate this already. Give it up for Steel Ivory singing their song "Broken Heart."
Love don't always come easy. Yeah, that's what they say. But my naive heart comes back for more till it fades away. Yeah, I've worn it on my sleeve for so long. I'm scared to laugh cause it's always gone so wrong. Time is gonna fix it. I'll forget about you and move on. But I got a new bed and broke it in, sleeping on it every night without you. And a broken shoes to fit just right. Then you left me with nothing to run to, like the strings on an old guitar. Some things are better when they're broken. Yeah, that's what I thought until I got a broken heart. It ain't just something you get used to. Each scar still hurts the same. I wish that it would be like it was brand new and it didn't feel this way. Cause I've worn it on my sleeve for so long. I'm scared to laugh cause it's always gone so wrong. Time is gonna fix it. just right. Then you left me with nothing to run to, like the strings on an old guitar. Some things are better when they're broken. Yeah, that's what I thought until I got a broken heart. A broken heart. It ain't gonna be like it's brand new. It's broken beyond repair. Lord, it just ain't fair. Each scar still hurts the same, no matter how hard I pray. But I got a new bed and broke it in, sleeping on it every night without you. In a broken shoes to fit just right. Then you left me with nothing to run to, like the strings on an old guitar. Some things are better when they're broken. Yeah, that's what I thought until I got a broken heart. A broken heart. A broken heart.
Steel Library, everybody.
Thank you.
Wow. God, your guys' harmonies are amazing. I love.
Thank you.
I mean, it makes sense. You're sisters. Yeah. What's the age difference?
2 years.
2 years. Who's older? Who's younger?
I'm the older one.
Older.
Yeah.
Awesome. So I actually have a question because I'm about to have another boy. Okay, and they're going to be 15 months apart, and you kind of want them to be friends, but like. My brother and I, we're close, but like my wife's brothers are not super close. Like, how did you you guys are both in music? How did your parents encourage both of you to be in music? And obviously you like each other because you're in a band together. So
Yeah.
how did they shape that?
Well, my dad's a musician. Has been since we were little. That's how he makes his living. He plays dueling pianos, and now he plays on Broadway. He plays down at Eric Church's bar every weekend, and we work with him now. He produces all our music. So we kind of were just around
okay.
it constantly
Do you
growing
have any
up.
other siblings?
No.
It's just
So
us.
it's just you two. So
Yeah.
he's happy that you're both in music then.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's thrilled. He's always wanted to be in Nashville, and
Oh man.
yeah, 7 years ago we said we're going, and our mom's a teacher, so she was like, she can go anywhere. She was like, we're going too.
Oh, I love that.
Awesome.
That is so cool. What'd you guys think, man?
You want me to go first? I don't want to. No. Just kidding. I'll go first. That's fine. Yeah, go. What Austin said, beautiful, beautiful voices. Harmonies are amazing. I love the melodies. I love that it felt just real, true, and honest. I believed that you did have a broken heart when you wrote the song. It felt real. I said, I'm not good at critiquing stuff. If I wrote this song, if I was you have such a beautiful weapon in your harmonies. It's so good. I would use it more strategically. I would, especially like the second verse, it was harmonies the whole time. I would find the little hooks that are in that harmony and really make those parts pop out, because when it sounds really pretty for a long time, somebody could get lost in it, or somebody could get lost just it being pretty, right? And then you want to keep pulling them out and bringing them back in.
Yeah.
I would say use dynamics with the music as well. Like, stop right before that chorus, maybe drop the harmony right before it on that last line, stop the music, boom, hit them, full voice, everything.
Yeah.
I think it's awesome.
I love that. That's great. That's great advice.
Yeah, and again, beautiful harmonies. You guys are very locked in. I think, like, to piggyback off of what Tyler was saying, like, dynamically, it's like kind of hard to figure out like where the hook really like comes in. But after hearing like the song in its entirety, like it becomes like very catchy at the end of it. You're like singing along with you guys. And everyone loves a good country pun, and I think you guys crushed that. So
Yeah, I mean, I've heard like broken in, but like broken heart was really cool. I love the hook, and I think you guys. I mean, I don't know if that's ever been done, but like probably not, because it was awesome, and you guys crushed that. It's lyrically really great. Your harmonies are awesome, and I totally agree with just dynamics. And it's almost like you wanna like not give too much. It's like give them just enough to want more. You know what I mean? Because you guys are so good with your harmonies. I totally agree with that.
With the dynamics thing too, it's a obviously you're playing acoustic, right? So you just want to play, you want to jam and keep it going. And dynamics can be boring when it's just you with the guitar and you're pulling out and stuff. But pulling out, when I sponsored by Dick Carriers. But I did acoustic shows forever in like Vegas casinos, Napa, just sitting in a corner playing guitar, and it's really where I got my deal eventually. Thank God, because I was there forever. I think I still live there sometimes, but sometimes I would just go down to like barely even picking that guitar, to then even just a little more volume, and even that I'd see people's little heads, because I'd be playing and nobody would be looking at the stage. Yeah. They're looking at gambling machines, smoking, whatever, and then some just little things. Pull them back in. I'd watch them pay attention, even for a little bit longer.
It's a tip from somebody that's been doing it for a long time. So you didn't have to play in Vegas casinos to learn that one. That's you got that for free.
Lucky.
Everybody give it up for Steel Ivory. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate you. Well, there you go, guys. There's your first victim, I guess you'd say. No, your first artist. What do you guys think? What do you think of the way it's going?
This is fun. I'm having a good time. This is great.
I'm excited. I'm very excited.
I also love that their parents moved.
I know. I can't believe that her dad's in music and their mom. I mean, that's so cool.
You think they want them to be musicians or what?
You think what?
I think they would the parents want them to be musicians.
I mean, I'll tell you what. I want Benny to freaking play golf and baseball bad.
That's exactly what he's getting at, right?
Whatever you do,
and don't do this.
And this little kid, dude, this little kid has this like Lilo and Stitch guitar, and he plays it, and he goes. He'll hit the notes and he'll go, yay! And I'm like, no, boo, boo. Here's a baseball bat, bro. Here, learn AI, learn finance.
Dude, one of my best friends, his name's Hunter, and we met at Red Robin in LA. He became my roommate, became best man at my wedding, etc. And he was like, I don't want to be a host anymore. I want to do comedy. And I was like 22. I was like, I don't want to be a waiter. I want to do music. And then now he does world tours as a comedian, all this stuff. But like a year ago, 5 months ago, whatever it was, time's crazy. His kid is a toddler now with a personality, and walks around with a microphone in his hand, and he goes, Dad, and I tell him like the cheesy like 2-year-old, 3-year-old joke. And he'd be like, okay, that was my joke. I'm going to work now. I'm going to tell jokes and all this stuff. And his wife is always like, no, you are not. No, you are not.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's so awesome. I love it. Oh, my God. So, Joe, how long speaking of being a kid, how long have you played guitar? Have you played your whole life, or when did you get into playing guitar?
I started when I was like 11 years old, so I was a little kid. And then, just kind of was natural to me, so I kept at it.
I feel like guitar is a weird one because you can't really play super early on. Did you play piano before, or was it just...
No, I didn't have like, a musical family or anything like that. I just, somebody let me borrow a guitar, and then I actually have a pretty crazy story about the first guitar that I had. So I was borrowing this guitar from another family member, and my parents, Tyler said I grew up in Philly, so, and we were like in the hood, so they don't have like a lot of money.
Did they steal the guitar for you?
They did not steal the guitar. I wish it was.
It was an ivory piano.
It was that cool of a story. But my mom said that they would buy me a guitar if I learned Black Magic Woman by Santana. And
wow.
I'm a kid, and I'm
At
like
11?
Yeah, I'm listening to like Limp Bizkit and Korn. I don't care anything about Santana.
And he said, did they steal it for you?
Dude, they totally did. The more I hear the story, she totally
crazy.
stole that shit.
Yeah. At least they didn't ask you to learn Smooth.
No, that's been the bane of your existence.
It's a good song.
But yeah, I stayed up I pulled an all-nighter on Ultimate Tab and woke them up in the morning with Black Magic Woman, and I had to buy me a fucking guitar.
I couldn't play that and you played that at 11. That's insane.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
That's crazy.
Tyler, you want to draw the next name, and we'll keep talking about
that's
this?
wild.
I know.
Nice timing.
Thanks. Serena Haggerty.
Serena, come on up.
Serena.
So you played guitar since you were 11, and what I was saying is guitar is hard because your hands have to be big enough to play. You know what I'm saying? It's not like piano. Like you have to actually. It hurts. It's kind of painful to learn how to play guitar. You got to build up calluses and all that stuff. So you start when you're 11. When was your first time where you in a band at a young age, or what kind of was the next step?
Yeah, I was playing like clubs in Philly when I was about 15, and then like recording studios kind of around the same time. And then I went to Berkeley, where old Deanie's from Boston, Connecticut, yeah, Boston, New England.
So you were really good. You were really good going to Berkeley at that age.
Yeah,
Because I know
pretty
you're
good.
like unbelievable now, but you never know. Like growing up, kids are like, they just like instruments and shit. But dude, that's insane. Was Berkeley? Would you say Berkeley's better than Belmont? Like, do you think Belmont's shit?
I don't really know too much about Belmont. Like, I don't have a lot of experience like on the campus and
Yeah.
with the alumni and all that. But all I could say is I'm glad I went there. I had a good time. I wish I kind of like had a little bit more industry experience.
Yeah.
Like from that, but
That's
I met
the
a lot
thing
of great people there.
Dude, that's the thing about Belmont is like you're in it. You're
Yeah.
just in it. I mean, all the internships and shit you get, you're just in the industry, and it's pretty. I met my entire band from Belmont. Like they all went from Belmont.
Yeah.
Or they all went to Belmont, except for you.
I'm
You were
just old.
yeah, you were too old to go to Belmont. You would have been old school Belmont. So I want to brag. I want to brag on this guy. His album came out on Friday. It is unbelievable. It was awesome weather today, so I had the windows down. I was cranking it. It's so good, dude. And I mean this like, we go through these phases as artists where like you put out music just to put it out, but like you put out a body of work that I really, as I was listening to, I was like, this is Tyler. Like I know you as a friend, and I was like, this is Tyler as an artist. Like it's the most you, I feel like. Is that how you feel?
Dude, it's the best compliment ever because I wish my voice didn't feel or sound
You're
like
good.
this
You're
right
good.
now.
You sound amazing. You sound amazing.
I swear my album doesn't sound like Brantley Gilbert. There's nothing wrong with that. I just don't sound like that. Thank you. Yeah, I did a turning point with my team and everything last year and have a whole new team on every single level of my career. And I finally was able to get creative freedom for the first time in 7 years and record the songs I wanted and how I wanted them to sound and the stories I wanted to finally tell. And because of that, it truly feels like that. It feels like I'm the most proud of this that I've been of anything, to the point where I don't even care how it does.
And
Obviously, that's a lie.
Well, that's a no, but
Everybody
no, but
stream,
That's
buy.
a true place to be, though. No, that's a true place to be because, like, once you don't care or like worry about what anybody thinks, that's when you're able to fully be yourself. So I have some notes on the album, just like we have notes on these artists.
Great.
All great notes. No, seriously, dude. I'm so pumped on this album for you. So, I really want to talk about it in a second. But we got our next guest. Everybody, give it up for Serena Haggerty singing her song "Lipstick to Myself."
Saw you from across the floor in that t-shirt that I've stained before, sipping gold tequila on the rocks. Were you hoping I'd be here tonight, dancing under neon lights, so we could pick up where we left off? Boy, your kiss is tempting, but I know where this is heading. I'll keep my lipstick to myself tonight. I ain't trying to fall right back into your arms, brand new colors since you walked away. 'Cause moving on's been looking good, so good on me. And if I share the shade of red, I'll be right back in your bed, getting over you again. Going through hell, so save your words for someone else. and I'll keep my lipstick to myself. And yeah, I finally had enough all this breaking up and making love, 'cause waking up with you is a mistake. And I need something made to last, something that won't wear off fast. To put it all on you would be a waste. I'll keep my lipstick to myself tonight. I ain't trying to fall right back into your arms, brand new colors since you walked away. 'Cause moving on's been looking good, so good on me. And if I share this shade of red, I'll be right back in your bed, getting over you again, going through hell. So save your words for someone else, and I'll keep my lipstick to myself. I'll keep my lipstick to myself tonight. I ain't trying to fall right back into your arms, brand new colors since you walked away. 'Cause moving on's been looking good, so good on me. And if I share the shade of red, I'll be right back in your bed, getting over you again, going through hell. So save your words for someone else, and I'll keep my lipstick to myself. So save your words for someone else, and I'll keep my lipstick to myself.
Oh my gosh, Serena Haggerty. And you have such a unique voice. I think if I heard you on a playlist or something, you would stand out for sure. Amazing tone, like you got a vibe. You got a vibe about you, and I really like that song a lot.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Sorry, my voice is a little worn out. You know, I played that Broadway gig thing where
I
you
don't-
sing,
you know,
where
I
all
think
the
you should-
requests are Carrie Underwood and Shania.
Yeah.
I think you should play more Broadway gigs because it sounds good, and there's like a. I'm serious. It sounds there's like a depth to it, a richness to it, and don't apologize for that. Yeah.
I love you said, sorry, my voice is worn out. And I was like, you sound like that when your voice is worn out. And I'm like, this is what worn out sounds like. You sound beautiful. Great tone. I love it. I love the tension in the guitars in the verse. It was a comment I said for Steel Ivory where I felt like I believed it like right away. He's the smart guitar player. I just know what things make me feel. So did it sound like she went to like a minor, like half step up type thing
Like
that
a
was
diminished thing. Little
Diminished.
passing tone.
Flat two.
I didn't want to say diminished and be wrong. I was waiting for Joe to. Yeah. It was great.
Sorry,
The
Berkeley
only
nerd
thing,
over here.
It's the only thing is I wish you saved the title for the very end, because keep your lips for someone else. I'll keep my lipstick to myself. If I didn't know what the song was called, I'd be like, boom.
Oh,
Sick.
like not have it,
Bookend.
not do it bookending?
Yeah. I think it's a.
Yeah, I think, sorry, go ahead.
It's
Sorry, as a Canadian. I think, like, I know what you mean. Like, it's a good point. People are still, like, surprised because they don't, that line, like, it just passes really quick kind of thing, and then it still hits them. But I know what you mean, like, instead of having it a book.
There's no right way to do it, right? There's plenty of songs where the hook is only set at the very front or sometimes only in the middle. I just loved that payoff at the end. That was so cool.
For sure. No, I'm actually, now that you're saying that, I'm like, is that song out yet?
Yeah.
It is out yet? Okay, cool. I mean,
Don't listen to me.
No. I
Erase everything.
I love it. No. I love it. And I think you're right. It could go either way. It's just such a strong hook. Like, that's a good problem to have.
Yeah.
It's so good. And I think that's what Tyler's saying. It's like, oh, I wish it like hit me at the end. But I'm kind of a dumb listener, and I'm like, oh, like lipstick to myself. Like, I'm gonna stick to myself, but then, save your lips for someone else, I'll keep my lipstick to myself. So it's like,
Yeah.
I was kind of the opposite, where I liked that it was booked in because I'm just kind of an idiot. So, but I mean, either way, it's like for whatever,
Yeah, I'm just told I have to say things, so.
We'll keep doing
It's
it because
great.
we're gonna keep arguing. Joe, what do you think? What do you think?
What I love about the song is it's I feel like it's very universal, like sound-wise. You could do like a pop production on it. You could do a country production on it. You can do a super country. Yeah, it lends itself to be versatile, like on its own.
Yeah, because people when they first heard it, they thought right away like Meghan Trainor, and then we put tequila in it, and all of a sudden it's like a country song.
There you go.
Immediately,
Yeah,
tequila. It's like
just
the second
yeehawed it
line.
up right away.
I'll keep my chicken to myself, man.
I love it. You just got A-listed. Congratulations. You made the A-list.
What is that?
The A-list is a playlist that's on Spotify, Apple Music, and you
I
make
know
the
that.
A-list
That's why we're here.
if you crush it on the show, you make the A-list. It's a good question. I should have explained it.
I thought
You
it was
made the
called.
A-list.
I thought it was called the play.
Did I win money?
No money, but hopefully one day this playlist gets big enough and you do get money. That's the goal. So
I think I'm at the wrong podcast. I thought it worked different. Awesome.
here, I will give you this. This is a package from Picker,
Nice.
and
He
it's a
said
T-shirt and a hat.
Thank you.
Perfect.
And
I also took a pic, if that's okay.
oh, absolutely. And
absolutely.
Steel Ivory, we got a shirt and hat for you guys as well. So be sure. I don't know where they went, but we'll give them to you. Serena Haggerty, you're awesome. Thank you so much for being on here.
Thank you,
Congrats on making the
Serena.
A-list. We'll hope to see you soon.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks,
Yeah,
y'all.
unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
So, all right, back to
When you
what were
text me to do this, and you said, and then if they win or whatever happens, they end up on the playlist. I thought that's what it was called. It was like playlist. It had the playlist. So when you said A-list, I was like, A-list is cool.
So
It's a good
yeah,
grade.
it is a playlist, but yeah, it's the A-list. It's Austin's list.
I love how the thing happened, and I was like, what was that?
Yeah. Yeah, the casino.
Yeah, it's
I'm
the
at the
casino
casino
noise.
noises.
It's very jarring. I apologize for that.
PTSD from your old gigs.
I didn't never recognize the sound. I didn't know what it was.
There's also the national anthem on electric guitar. You can hear it clear in the recording, so y'all go check that out.
I never win anything.
Yeah, I know. I never win at casinos, so I don't even know what that sound is. By the way, shout out to these hats that we're wearing right here, Cowboy Tears. My wife was like, "You gotta wear my hat." She bought this. She bought this the second your wife put these hats out. So shout out to Sabina and Cowboy Tears. It's a great company, great hats. These are what we should be giving to all the females that make the A-list.
100%.
Actually, so back to the album. I was in my car today. I got the windows down. Windows, the weather's amazing, 10 out of 10. And I'm listening to it. And again, it's the most you I've ever heard. And so, a couple things. So, cigarettes, dude, love that. That was my, when I heard that song, I was like, that is the most Tyler song on this album,
Yeah,
in my
let's
opinion.
go.
Because of it was like the heavy metal drums, like the kick pedal, it was like that, like sick drums on there. And I was like, I felt you in there. I felt like it was very, I can't wait to hear it live. Can't wait to hear it at Exit In on
April 10th.
April 10th.
Exit In.
April 10th. If you guys want to come to a great
Come on
show,
through.
come to Exit In on
It's
April
my
10th.
first time ever playing a show in Nashville.
Really?
Headlining, where we're selling tickets, and it's not just some
Let's go, dude.
Nashville promo show.
Dude, I'll be
CMA
there. I'll be there.
Fest.
My kid's born 5 days later, but
He can come.
as long as he's not born early, I'll be there.
He can come.
You have my word. And by the way, I had to leave his music video early yesterday. Lexi was it's a long story, but she was having some complications, and so I was like, dude, I gotta go.
We're about
So we
to
went
do
to the
it.
hospital. Everything's fine. Everything's good.
Literally about to do the next take of the video, and he runs up to me and he goes, I'm so sorry. I got to go. Pretty sure Lexi's about to have my baby right now. And I was like, why are you telling me this? Just
Yeah.
go.
I know. I felt bad.
That's how nice he is.
I
He's
felt
like,
bad.
Mr. Rich.
Mr. Rich, I'm a poor boy. Can I leave your shoot, please? Please, sir.
No.
Give up to get it. was super relatable. It was the softer side of you. It said there was a lyric about how it took 4 months to meet your nephew, and that really hit me. I think that in this industry, there's so many times where we want so much for ourselves that we sacrifice our families and the people that we really care about. And I mean, let's just be real. Like, you're on the road a lot. You're on the road a lot. Like, it is a very selfish business. And I think that song just hit because it was like, hey, it was almost like an apology to your family in a weird way. Yeah. And I don't know. I want you to talk a little bit about that because that one really hit me.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is. It's, people will see what we do and they see that we get to play these shows and tour and festivals and the lights, but they only see 30 minutes to 75 minutes of your day, and they don't know that you're missing your best friend's wedding. They don't know that you're playing this show for 100 people in a club, someplace you've never been before, and your brother's having his first baby, and all these things. And it's just about the sacrifices that we all go through in this industry. And when we just did a USO tour in December and got to play for troops overseas
that's
right
so
before
cool, dude. That is
right
so
before
cool.
Christmas. It was probably the most rewarding thing I've ever gotten to do. Joe got to come too. It was awesome. And we played that song for the first time because it had just come out to all of these servicemen and women and their families a week before Christmas in other countries. And when I say their families, it's just their wife, maybe their kid. All their families are here. Their friends, their family is here. And so it was, to me, when I wrote it, it was about musicians. But then in that moment, instantly, I did the whole spiel and stuff. And it just, it hit such a different way because you don't have to be a musician to feel these things. You don't have to be a musician, truck drivers, first responders, single mothers, single dads, all of them, right? Going to school and working to supply for your family. There's sacrifices with everything. And every line in that song is a true thing I miss. Yeah. It says, I missed 2 weddings last fall. And my friend Amy, when I posted a demo of it like a while back, she said, thanks, Dick.
Damn. No, but it was so real, dude. Like, and that was, so like, all right, here, draw a name so we can get somebody up here. Julio, come on up here.
Sorry.
You sent me some stuff about like you and stuff I didn't know, and you said that you're a Pisces and you cry all the time. I was listening to your album, and gets me every time. I was like, oh, that's what Tyler's talking about Savina, like the little things that get you every time about her. And so that was a really I love that song too, man. So those are like my top 3.
Sweet.
And,
thank you.
And then obviously we did the music video for Whiskey Go Bad, and I love that. That's like a rock and roll. I can't wait to hear that one live too. Like, you crush that vocally, and just the band rocks out. Like, it's such a fun vibe. So those are my notes on the album. Take it for what they're worth, but I really, again, dude, you're my boy. I felt that. I felt that album. Yeah. I know it's part 1 of part 2. I can't wait to hear part 2, but I'm just proud of you, dude. Thanks. It takes a lot to put out music that means something to you. So many times we're in this business and you just put out bullshit just to put out shit. And again, dude, we have to be real. We have to stand up for what we believe in, what's current at the time. I'm putting out a bunch of my wife's pregnant songs because that's where I'm at. DEK Carrier is an interesting brand. It's an underwear company, and they're not just they're unbelievable, to be honest with you. So the owner of the company, one of the guys is named Richard Carrier. His son is named Richard Carrier Jr. They both go by DEK Carriers. That's what they came up with the name. They decided we got to do something with this name. It's an amazing name. So they came up with these briefs. I gave you guys a pair, okay? And obviously you can't try them on yet. Dean's wearing his right now. He's been wearing them for a week straight. Got to give him another pair.
Give us a spin, Dean.
Cody's been wearing his. These are, he used to be a bartender, so they're the color of Veuve, the champagne, so nice color. They have the ball bustier system in them to keep your balls, Women get, bustiers, and they get a lot of respect for bras and stuff. We don't get anything.
That's true.
But DEK Carrier's got our back. Thank you, DEK Carriers, for sponsoring the podcast. We love you guys. Give it up for our next artist, Julielle, singing her song, Jester with a Crown.
Thanks. this man an Oscar. He had me 10 feet off the ground, yeah. Really convinced me that he tossed her, that I was the only one around. You'd think after all this time, all the fights and broken glass, I would catch you in your lies, catch you moving just a little too fast. But I saw what I wanted to, slow dancing and holding hands, zipping up the back of my dress. But you had other plans. Somebody better give this man an Oscar. He had me 10 feet off the ground, yeah. Really convinced me that he tossed her, that I was the only one around. Tell me, does it make you proud? Jester with a crown. Baby, take a picture. That's one thing that'll last. You can walk the red carpet and right into my past. Oh, you should get a trophy, but you don't get a speech. Take it to the after party, 'cause you ain't getting, oh, you ain't getting me. Oh, somebody better give this man an Oscar. He had me 10 feet off the ground, really convinced me that he tossed her, that I was the only one around. Tell me, does it make you proud? Jester with a crown. Somebody tell me how I wasn't the only one around. Somebody tell me how you're just a jester with a crown. Yeah.
Thank you. This is Alex Bennett on the guitar as well.
Julie L, everybody.
Thank
Dean,
you.
I'm gonna let you start us off, man. I saw you vibing back there.
I was vibing, definitely vibing. It was great. It was great. Your voice is amazing. The musicality was amazing. Great job. It was awesome. Every little din 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 just felt awesome. So yeah, it was great. It was right up my alley. So I loved it. Yeah.
I knew the second that he was hitting some of those notes, I looked back at Dean and he's just feeling it. I was like, that's like
Yeah.
Dean. That's a song Dean
Dean
wish he wrote.
City.
He
I was
wish he
raised
wrote.
on like Whitney Houston and like good singers and that kind of thing. So there's good singers, which they've all been tonight, which is awesome. So, but that one's, I'm a bass player professionally, so anything with a groove, I'm like, I'm in.
Oh,
Put me
yeah.
in.
Ooh, good to know.
Yeah, I was like, I'm like, I want to play that with him right now.
No, there was
I mean,
a
where's the
groove for
big
sure.
cat?
There was definitely a groove, and it says here that you make funky country, which I've never heard of.
Yeah.
Did you trademark that?
You know I should.
I think you
don't
should.
steal it. Just kidding. Honestly, like I'm all about sharing things and I love collaborating with people. And I feel like the thing that I've loved the most about Nashville is that there's so many different influences coming in from so many different places. And I love country music and I love country instruments. But I grew up in like Los Angeles, California. So
Where?
not a lot of country.
Specifically.
The Valley. The San Fernando Valley.
Specifically.
Oh, are you also from the Valley?
I went to high school in San Diego, so
Shut
just
up.
be
Oh, okay.
specific. Yeah.
So I'm from Northridge, but
yeah.
Tarzana and Northridge. I kind
Hell
of went
yeah.
back and
Okay.
forth. Yeah,
cool.
but I'm also Canadian.
See, people
so.
say the valley. That can mean like anything. You know what I mean? It can
Right.
mean.
There's a lot of valleys too. There's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Simi Valley,
Yeah.
all this stuff.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
but it was cool growing up there. But so I love country music. It wasn't super cool where I grew up. So I have a lot of like Motown influence as well. And I feel like a lot of my songs are country instruments, and then they kind of just have that groove in there. I feel like this one wasn't as country as the other ones I have, but I like how some of them are different than others.
Just like how unique it was. It was not a normal progression. Like even your hook was not It wasn't set up like a country song. It was set up like a pop song, which I loved. And yeah, I'll let these guys talk a little bit because I'm taking up too much of the time.
Thanks for the feedback, though.
Everything they said, awesome. Voice is awesome.
Thank you.
Played the hell out of guitar, bro. I didn't really have any critiques because I was just vibing. I love the song. I love your voice. My only thing, which kind of was something that Joe said earlier with another song, was it took until about halfway through to understand what the actual chorus was. I knew the chorus was right when it started because you sang it at the beginning. So basically when you started the song, I was like, sick, awesome. And then you dropped into the verse. I thought that was the pre-chorus, which I was happy about.
Me
because
too, actually.
I liked
that
that because you started so high. And so I was thinking, where is she going to go when she gets to the hook, right? And then you dropped in this pre-chorus, and I was like, that's smart. It's great. It's what you're supposed to do so that it lifts again. But then it lifted into the chorus, and then you do that really dope hook where it drops right before the tag at the actual end of the chorus, which then to me, it felt like it started here, then went here, and then it started here, and then it went here at the very end of the hook, which is great. So I would just say, if I wrote the song, I would not start with the hook so that when that hook comes, your voice is just elevating and elevating.
Gotcha.
But specifically because you drop into that same spot as the verse, note-wise, right before you say, "Jester with a crown."
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
so cool that
And
you just
it's,
like sang it back.
yeah.
That's so awesome.
But like I said,
voice too.
only, with a great voice.
Yeah. Stellar.
Sounds just like you. It's crazy.
But yeah, I just,
Yeah.
but it's great.
Thank
It's
you.
really great.
Love that.
Yeah, you guys sound amazing together. Yeah, great playing as well. And
Guitar players.
yeah, I was paying attention. Melodically, everything is just really polished, and and your tone is great. I think, like for me, the only real note that I had on it was, like your hook is "Jester with a crown," and I feel like lyrically, I might have wanted, some like more kind of monarch setup, so that it's not just sort of like
Clown jokes.
Yeah, well, no.
Noted.
Yeah, it's I know the concept is about like a failed relationship or gaslighting and stuff like that. It just would have been cool to hear a little bit more of that theme from the hook in.
When I saw that title, I was like, how the fuck is she gonna do that? That's a tough title. But I actually I'm contradicting myself, but I liked that you didn't do too much. It wasn't corny. It was like, oh, okay, I get it. So, yeah, I don't know.
I think when Joe said that, I don't think he means any cheesy castle jokes or any dragons and
I know.
fire-breathing dragon X's and stuff like that.
Couple more metaphors with
Just
it.
a
I
couple
get you.
little things that when you go back and you listen to it the second time, or you go back and you read the lyrics and you're like, oh, dope. That little thing, that's what she meant. Not like the super blatant things, right?
Right. Not too overt.
Don't be cheesy.
Yeah, well, it's
And
funny
you're not
because
cheesy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's such a good point because I love doing that. I do that all the time. I'll go back and like, oh, that's what they said. That's so cool. It like ties in, and I missed it the first time. But I think that's what's cool about music. And actually, this song I wrote the hook in the shower. I was getting ready for a round here in Nashville, and I was like, dun, 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 dun. I was like, I don't know what that's gonna be, but it's gonna be
Those are the
a
best.
thing. And so yeah, I'm really excited that I got to play this for you guys.
Absolutely. Is it out yet?
No, but it's gonna be.
All right.
Sweet.
Well, take the
This
notes
year.
that everybody said. I'm pumped to hear it when it comes out. Yeah, you should. Once it comes out, it's gonna be A-listed. So, congratulations.
Thanks.
Congratulations.
I know what that means.
Well, it's a great song.
Now we know.
Congratulations. Very nice to meet you.
Thank you. You too, guys.
Absolutely.
Thanks for listening.
All right, you want to draw the next name? We'll just keep this show on the road.
All right, we got Cooper Riley.
Cooper Riley.
Cooper.
So, you guys have been playing together for 7 years, which is pretty unbelievable. It's cool that you both have shown some kind of, I guess, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, you guys are loyalty. You guys have both had to show loyalty at some point in your careers. which I think is like it's like a mutual loyalty because you live in LA now, right? And
Yeah. I went back to LA like over COVID, and I've been kind of going back and forth quite a lot.
It's really hard to stay loyal to him. If we're being real. No, but that's how much I actually do love my work wife, is that when I got my first emails, Cinco de Mayo this year, so coming up will be my 10-year anniversary of living here. And my first meeting I took here, they were like, if you want to do what you're doing, we know you live in LA, that's the entertainment capital of the world. You will not be able to do it. You need to be in Nashville, Tennessee. So I was like, sweet. So moved out here, eventually got my record deal, all these things. And then started putting the band together, and it was LA guys. And I was like, I love you guys. I want you guys to be my dudes, but you got to live here because we're going to be going in and out of here and stuff. And as Joe came, he replaced the guitar player. And then he went back after a couple of years. And this is how much we love him, is that we just kind of let him live there still.
that's, I mean, no, and that's, I don't think a lot of people understand the relationship of, you know, band and artist and how it works, but it is, you know, they become your brothers essentially. And I mean, Dean and Cody were in my wedding, and like it's just a different friendship, right? And so you guys do some crazy shit together and see some crazy shit and experience crazy shit, and then, you know, you're expected to like be normal on a Tuesday, you know, at like Bible study or something. I don't know, but no, it's like it's just a different relationship, and so it's cool that you guys have been together for 7 years now. So
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
We have a good time. Tell me your life.
do you
We
like
have a good
Tyler as
time.
much as he likes you, or?
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's not easy going
He said
from the
he
West
said,
Coast back here too.
Yeah. Like, sound like
Yeah.
Christopher Walken. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's the least convincing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love this man. He knows that.
This man. God.
That's awesome.
Just turned 39. Now I'm a man.
Everybody give it up for Cooper Riley singing a song, Still Got Room.
Sitting in my room with you, told me you were leaving soon. Said I'll never find a girl like you. Said that it was too far gone. Said you needed space and you given up. You packed your bags and went on a run. It hit me like a knife in my chest. Laying alone in my own regret. Just dream about blue eyes, blonde hair. Laid it down, girl, let it fly everywhere. Back roads and got scared. Held your breath saying, baby, get us out of here. And I know it's all in a past life, but I still remember like it's last night. Might think I'm hard to love, but still got room for you in my truck. I saw you in a church back pew. You were sitting there with your faded boots. Did you ever notice me waving to you? 'Cause a year ago you would've looked around the room for me. A year ago you wouldn't have to try to run from love. But I'm dreaming about blue eyes, blonde hair. Let it down, girl, let it fly everywhere. Back roads and got scared. Held your breath saying, baby, get us out of here. And I know it's all in a past life, but I still remember like it's last night. Might think I'm hard to love, but still got room for you in my truck. Still got room for you in my truck. Whoa, I'm chasing the memories that I know I won't get back. I'm losing a part of me that I thought would always last. 'Cause you're closing every door and leaving us in the past. But I'm still waiting here for you, looking through shattered glass. Still dream about blue eyes, blonde hair. Laid it down, girl, let it fly everywhere. Back roads and got scared. Held your breath saying, baby, get us out of here. And I know it's all in a past life, but I still remember like it's last night. Might think I'm hard to love, but still got room for you in my truck. Whoa, in my truck. Still got room for you in my truck.
Cooper Riley, everybody. All right.
Oh yeah.
You want to start us off?
Yeah, sure.
I feel like you always have to start last, so I'm gonna let you.
I figured that was just the order we go in.
Well, you can go when we can do whatever we want. Go ahead.
Yeah, man, sounds great. Great song. I like the melodies. I think the one thing that kind of felt a little rubby to me, your bridge seemed like kind of like another hook.
Yeah.
It was like kind of like hook B, and I would suggest maybe like just shortening it so that it's like, you know, not as lengthy. That way, like, you know, and then maybe doing like a drop down chorus after that bridge, so that, like, you know, arrangement wise, we're kind of like picking right back up, and
Yeah.
you know, that's a bigger moment.
Cool. I appreciate that.
Yeah, sounds great.
I love the bridge. Because you've got a great voice, and I felt like when you got to the bridge, so many people don't do bridges these days, so when you got to this bridge, I was like, hell yeah. I fight for bridges all the time.
I love a good bridge.
Yeah, it's like, it's, you know, it's that moment where you get a few bars to take somebody somewhere else before they go back to the catchiest thing. But it definitely was its own hook, which I do think is a good thing, but it was, you can shorten it for sure. But when you got there, I also was wishing that you had gotten, not quite there, but I wanted to feel the same way at the end of your hook when you say still got room in my truck. And I know you do a throwaway.
Yeah.
But you got power in your voice that's there that it shouldn't be a throwaway, right? It should be like, so it's blue eyes, blonde hair. Like, it's catchy, it's good. Middle of the hook, you go to different hooks, which is awesome. And then it gets pretty wordy right before you say the line of still got room in my truck, which made me as a listener kind of get lost for a second.
Yeah.
Space is always a great thing. It's hard to do because you want to say everything you want to say.
Yeah.
But space sets people up to get you to that moment. Still got room in my truck.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do. But it was great, man.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
How old are you?
21.
21.
Lucky.
Damn.
Yeah.
Freshly 21, like a little over a month. So.
A little over a month.
Yeah.
Do you drink?
I do. A little bit. Not a lot. Just a
You're
little bit.
gonna start.
Hey,
pretty
can we
soon.
get a shot up here? Can we get?
You're gonna start pretty
Can we
soon,
get?
man.
Can we get 4 shots of tequila, please?
Welcome to Nashville, brother.
Yeah, thank you.
Here we go.
For his 21st birthday.
Welcome.
I also like that it was just like for me, I'm not very traditional like radio country.
Yeah.
That was super radio traditional, what country radio plays.
Yeah.
Which is smart, and I'm really dumb.
Well, see,
I just get
too
creative sometimes.
I'm gonna say this, and we're gonna take a shot and celebrate. But I think I want you to dig deep. And I know you're 21 years old, but when I look at the song and it's like truck and faded blues and blue eyes and blonde hair and back roads, it's like I've heard that, dude. And I've heard it, and I'm just being straight up like, you have an amazing voice, and you have something that it took me 10 years in this town to find. I really want you at 21 to dig deep and say, how was I raised? Where am I from? What do I care about? What do I want to sing? And I want you to sing that.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear that song.
Yeah.
I want to hear who Cooper Riley is.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. I'm originally from Memphis, so like that kind of bluesy, kind of country vibe is kind of what I wanted to go for.
Can you do me a favor? Do you have anything that's a little bit more of that?
See, I just kind of like, the song Hurricane by like the Band of Heathens? Like
Yeah.
that kind of like, my dad likes to call it like.
All right, play that. Play the chorus of that right now.
I'm trying to think what the chorus goes. 30 miles in the Gulf Stream, I hear the south wind moan. The bridge is getting lower, the a shrimp boat's coming home. The old man down in the corner slowly turns his head, takes a sip from his whiskey bottle, and this is what he said. I was born in the rain on a Poncha train underneath the Louisiana moon. I don't mind the strain of a hurricane, it comes around every June. The high black water, the devil's daughter, she's hot, she's cold, and she's mean. But nobody taught her it takes a lot of water to wash away New Orleans.
Cooper.
Yes, sir. Yeah. And let me tell you guys, that is Cooper Riley right there, okay? That is Cooper Riley. And listen, the reason I say that is because we fall into this trap. We moved to Nashville, and we fall in this trap, and we say, man, I'm going to write a country song. I'm going to write a country song. I'm going to write a Luke Bryan song. I'm going to be Sam Hunt. I want to be Morgan Wallen. Be Cooper Riley. Yeah. Sing that song. Make that song, which I know you didn't write, yours. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That I believed that so much more. And so I encourage you, and like, dude, honestly, I will write with you. I would love to write with you. Yeah. And I don't, like, I would love to write with you, and I know there's a lot of people that would love to write with you. Yeah, will you be a part of, like, all right, you just set up a three-way, right? Maybe Joe will be a part.
Joe's not coming.
I would love to write that song for you.
I'd love that.
I'll remote from LA.
Your voice in that song was next level.
Yeah.
It was so believable. I didn't believe that last song. And I'm not telling you to scrap the last song. I'm just saying stop being generic. Yeah. Stop being unique. Like, stop being just everybody else. You have something special, and I'm going to dig deep to pull that out of you.
I appreciate that.
Absolutely,
yeah,
man.
That song
so let's take a shot.
That was awesome.
Let's take a shot. That was fucking awesome.
Happy birthday, brother.
Happy birthday. You're 21. You have so much to look forward to in this town. You're going to be a big star one day. I really believe that.
21st birthday.
Cheers.
Happy birthday, brother.
Cooper Riley, baby.
Happy
Come
birthday.
on. Cheers. And this is rock and roll tequila, by the way. You don't need it.
There we go.
See, it's
he
so
don't
good.
need that.
Oh, yeah. I drink a little and then doesn't need a lime.
This is rock and roll
Come
tequila.
on.
We don't even need it. Honestly, I don't need a lime.
It really wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, you got
well,
It's a lot smoother than I thought.
yeah. Well, shout out to rock and roll
He
tequila.
gets smoother as the years go by, brother.
That was smooth, just like our sponsor, DEK of Hearts.
Listen, man, I'm serious. I mean this, dude. Like, you have something very special about you. I'm not sure what it is, and I encourage you to, like, dig deep. You're 21 years old. You have the whole world ahead of you. So much to look forward to. I wish anything. The one thing we can't get back is time. You have time. Yeah. Use that time and be specific. Sing that song that you just sang for yourself, okay? Yeah. And I'm going to write it with you. Let's do it. But I want you to write it for yourself. I want you to bring it out of yourself. Yeah. Give it up for Cooper Riley, everybody. That was awesome. That was awesome.
So cool.
Man. This is what it's all about, dude. Like, that is, he's got it. He's got it.
That was really cool.
But he's got to dig
really
deep.
Cool.
He's got to dig deep. Wow. All right, so...
You really are such a dad now. This is awesome.
Right?
You are such a dad.
I'm such a dad, dude. I know. It's so embarrassing. I told you guys, I still black out every now and then. I know.
Yeah, you said I still black out, and he said just at home.
Yeah, at home with a little background noise going on. Yeah. So we got the Nanit, which is, you guys don't know about this, but it's like a nanny camera that, you know, looks over your kid, and it's got this like fuzz, and it's like
White noise.
Kind of like white noise.
Like
it sounds like when he's not crying, it sounds like white noise. And for the first time, I slept without the Nanit on, and I was like, oh my God, this is the best night's sleep ever. So nice.
I need noise.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, me too.
It's usually my wife talking, but.
Oh my God.
Love you, babe.
All right, let's talk about Samina in a second. Draw the next name. Let's keep this show on the road.
Peyton Taylor.
Peyton Taylor. Come on up.
I had the drum roll again. Damn it, I got to work on my drum roll skills.
You're
it's the first show with drum rolls, so.
Dude, and they have so many different, there was like, do I need a 5 second? Do I need a 10 second? Some of them had the symbol at the end. My job's hard is what I'm trying to say.
Can we get a slower
I think
roll?
You're doing a great job.
Can you slow your roll?
Yeah. Damn, dude.
Wow, that was good.
Who's the dad?
Yeah, right? Who's the dad now?
No, Tyler, so you and Sabina have been together for 9 years?
9 years.
And married for 6?
Yeah, it'll be 6 this September.
That's amazing, man. She's a big movie star. You're a big country star. How do those worlds collide? How do you keep it together when she's in LA, you're out here? Because I know you guys did long distance for a while too, kind of.
We've been long distance since the day we met.
Wow.
We still are. Yeah.
Wow.
Our home is here. We have an apartment in LA for her. She spends about half the month out there. We're on the road usually every week once it's busy season. And so she tries to spend half the month in Nashville. Unless I'm not there, then we just find random places to party on the weekend in the country as we're playing shows. It's
awesome.
Definitely tough, but it's all we know at this point, you know? So it's, Give Up to Get It is a lot about that. There's a song, I know you said earlier that this album is side A of a 2-part double album. This one's called Hello California. The back one's called Leaving California. And Leaving California is a song about this experience that we've had. And it's all about me wishing I could move everything that she needs in LA here. It says like, I wish I'm gonna sneak up middle of the night, steal the Hollywood sign, stick it in our front yard, all that stuff. And it's tough, but it does keep us dating, which is really good, right? It's always exciting when we see each other.
And communicating.
Yeah, we're working on that still. Yeah, but you know, it's cool. It's our own beautiful, very unique, niche relationship and now marriage. But she's the best. Yeah, she's
You
got
guys
really
met
cool
at Coachella,
hats.
right? Yeah, oh yeah, great hats.
Great
Shout
hats.
out Cowboy
Yeah.
Tears.
Cowboy Tears.
You guys met at
Stagecoach.
Coachella. Stagecoach.
Yeah,
Stagecoach.
Stagecoach.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I should have known that.
No, but we've been to Coachella. I mean, so many
The
times.
yeehaw version.
I always say when people say, "Oh, Coachella," but then there's Stagecoach. I'm like, Stagecoach is just Coachella weekend 3, same people, different outfits.
It's true. It's very true.
Yeah, we met there in the pit, the good old-fashioned ways.
And you played there. You played there a couple years ago, or when did you play there last?
I played there the first time 2019, a few years after we met. And then the last 2 years we did like a Jameson sponsor like pop-up show thing.
That's awesome. Was that
Which was
pretty
fun.
surreal to be there and play when that's the place that you met your wife?
100%. And it was like the year I met her. I didn't have a record deal, I didn't have anything, right? And so I was walking around Stagecoach with these little, this is how old I am. Spotify had not even come out yet, none of these streaming services. And I had a single on Reverb Nation, right? Which still exists. And I had this little, basically like a business card, but it was a promo card with my dumb face on it. And on the back, it had an Instagram, whatever tag. And I walked around Stagecoach with like 3,000 of these things. And I would go up to people and I'd say, "Hey, what's up? I'm Tyler Rich. This is my new single. I'm playing next year. So if you follow me and DM me, I will send you my song for free so we can sing together next year." I was never playing next year. I did this 2 years in a row. But because of that, I got like thousands of followers from this Stagecoach community. So now flash forward a few years later, I'm actually playing for the first time. And it was like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. They did a SiriusXM satellite stage in the front. And when that stage...
I listened to that. On when you played. I was listening on SiriusXM.
Yeah, I wish you didn't. So only because I'm glad you did. But there was a broadcast issue, I guess, where our feed was going at like halftime or like a quarter time.
It was like a
Or
sample rate
three-quarter time
conversion
sample
thing.
rate.
Yeah.
So it was like
slow motion.
There's a difference between Monsieur and I miss.
I didn't hear
But
that.
so
I don't know. Maybe I didn't.
Maybe
hear
it was
yours.
only specific people in areas, because all my friends and family that text me like, "We listened at home. That was incredible." And then I heard playback. I was like, my friends and family are way too nice. I was like, because when I heard it, it was just like.
Maybe if you were drunk, it sounded, you're like, this is perfect. I don't know.
Was that so?
But when we got done with that show, sorry, what I was getting at with those cards, right? So not only did I now have my wife right here where we had met, but then right before we played our last song, I told that story. And I was like, if I met any of you guys in this crowd, and we had there's like 12,000 people in front of the stage, just raise your hand if you got one of those cards when I lied to you. And literally, I would say probably like 50 people through this whole crowd held the card up.
No way, dude.
I mean, I got goosebumps.
It was so
crazy.
freaking cool.
I just thought
man.
they'd be like, "Yeah, you lied to me," but they had it with them, and I was like,
That is
cool.
so cool.
Guerrilla marketing never fails, and lying to
Man.
people is cool sometimes. Yeah,
I don't remember this moment. I gotta turn you up in my ears now.
Man.
You gotta turn. Yeah.
What a
You got me muted in your ears. Yeah. That lines up.
What an awesome
I
story,
just
man.
played to the rhythm section. I don't hear Joe at all. It's awesome.
Dude, what a cool story, man. I love that. Well, let's give it up for our next player tonight. Peyton Taylor singing her song "This Rock."
All right. They say the first year's the hardest, and I know we're just getting started. So tell me, why am I already tired? It ain't him, it's not his fault. He didn't draw the line. I have to walk. Every woman knows it's hardwired. As soon as you change your name to Mrs., when are you having babies? Starts to pile up like the dishes. It's enough to drive you crazy. Never get old, never slow down, never say no, never get loud. Don't let him turn his head, girl, you best stay pretty. Never complain, never ask why it's been that way for all this time. I never knew I do came with so much to carry. This rock I've got is getting heavy. Don't know why I didn't see it coming. For years I watched my mama running herself ragged with a smile on her face. Is it for better or for worse that every day I'm more like her? I wonder if she thought it'd still be this way. Never get old, never slow down, never say no, never get loud. Don't let him turn his head, girl, you best stay pretty. Never complain, never ask why it's been that way for all this time. I never knew I do came with so much to carry. This rock I've got is getting heavy. It sparkles and it shines. I guess that's why they say love is blind. I only saw the man that gave it, and I missed all their expectations. To never get old, never slow down, never say no, never get loud. Don't let him turn his head, girl, you best stay pretty. Never complain, never ask why it's been that way for all this time. I never knew I do came with so much to carry. And I thank God I've got him to keep me steady. 'Cause this rock I've got is getting heavy. Heavy.
Thank you.
Standing ovation by Tyler Rich. I'm gonna let you start us
thank
out.
you.
I want to let you start us out.
What the hell? That was great.
Thank
You
you.
had me on the first two lines of the song, and I don't even know the lyrics. Verses are often throwaways where good lyrics, we all think are going to be enough, but the average, you said you're a dumb listener, the average Austin is his words. The average Austin doesn't hear what we say. They only hear what we sing note-wise, right?
Yeah.
And you had a hook instantly. Down and it goes up, and then down, it goes up again. All your little strategic hooks were repeated at the perfect places. The lyrics in the hook, like I said earlier, I'm a Pisces, I cry over everything. I actually got teary-eyed a little bit. I'm a pussy. Sorry. That's bad. I'm so sorry.
Honestly, I'll take it.
You know, I got a great quote with what you just said, and it's by It's by Betty White. A lot of people say to grow some balls, but what you should do is grow a pussy because that thing could take a beating. That's Betty White.
Thank you, Betty White. There we go.
So a pussy is not a bad thing.
no.
Pour one out for Betty White right
Yes.
now.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
I could take
Sorry.
a beating, and I just got a beating during that song. It was fantastic.
Thank
I
you.
have no notes.
Thank you for being a friend.
That, Joe.
Philly.
Yeah.
Joe, let's talk.
Philly.
Yeah, I was
gang.
gonna say. So whereabouts?
Yeah, where's the gabagool?
That's what I told you.
I'm from the South Philadelphia. There you go.
Exactly. I'm Southwest.
Southwest. Okay.
Airlines brought to you by.
Cha-ching.
You said, "Where's the guy?"
You
Austin hit
sent
me.
me
Austin
notes.
hit me
You
up and
sent me
said,
notes.
"Can you tell me random funny whatever things about Joe for tonight?" And the number
first
one
thing
thing I
was-
said was he's obsessed with gabagool.
I have
My
it,
kinda
I have it right
man.
here. I have it right here. Hold on. Where is it? It's
Hey,
right
but
here.
where's the freaking?
My last
Where's
name.
the gabagool?
Where's the- Oh, I
My
stole
last
your
name is
thing.
Purificado, so this is right up my alley.
He knows.
obviously.
He knows
Yeah.
where the gabagool
That's
is.
why me and Joe bonded immediately.
Taylor is not the
Paisan.
true last name. The true last name had too many vowels, so that's why we
I
just
get
dropped
it.
it. So
I get
Dean,
it.
I hear
Drop it
you.
on me right now. What
My
is it?
Paisan. Maiden name was Kosha, but it's supposed to be pronounced Kochia, Coccia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a marinara
Want to
sauce.
know my new last name?
Taylor.
Guy got married? Oh no. Oh no. Blow. Bleau. You think it looks like blue? No.
Blow.
Blow.
I mean, that's pretty rock and roll.
I gotta say,
I mean,
your voice and your song is beautiful. Peyton Blow would make me want to listen to the song on a playlist.
You definitely don't blow. You're very good.
Because,
yeah.
and I didn't mean it that way.
blow you.
No, I meant like you're looking at a playlist.
You're very
Everybody
good.
in Nashville has two first names.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
not you.
True.
Yeah.
You kind of do.
Is Burke a first name?
It is right now, I think.
Feels like anything's a
Peyton
first.
Taylor's great.
I mean, look,
Peyton
I've
Blow's
been in
pretty cool,
town.
too.
I've been in town for 12 years. So like
Yes.
at this point, like it's about time that you have like the big brand change. So I should just drop it and move,
Yeah.
put it there.
Just
I don't
do it.
know.
Peyton Blow is
But-
pretty cool.
But yeah.
Somebody
It's like,
critique
you know,
her
my
work.
wife's
It's too much
favorite-
confidence. Let's
My
go.
wife's favorite store is Five Below.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
She loves that store. But it's not
Sponsor me.
spelled the same.
I am a huge fan of your wife, by the way.
Oh, well, she's a big fan of you, so I appreciate that.
She is the sweetest.
I just want to know how you were so, like, where'd you get the Southern accent? Because it's so, like,
I've lived here. I've at this point have lived here longer than I was in Philly, Jersey.
which is awesome. And
So you're like 22, 23?
No, no.
What is math?
What is math?
You said you've been here for 12 years?
Yes, I moved here when I was 15, and
we're so
I
about the same
am.
time.
Yep.
it's such a, that song was so believable and so good. And, you know, we're both married. Joe's got probably 15, 20, 30 more years.
I thought you were going to say Joe's got problems. You said Joe's got probably...
Where's he going with
Joe's got problems.
We're married and Joe's got problems.
That sounds like a song.
Dude, I
too.
can cut it again. I can cut this wherever I want. We're married and Joe's got problems. That's crazy.
Looking for a rich girl.
Yeah. No, but it's so true. And like you get married and then they ask, when are you gonna have babies? And then you have a baby and they're like, when are you gonna, have another baby? And then it's like there's just pressure and you didn't realize like when did this rock have this much weight, right? And like it's so I love that song. You
Thank
crushed
you.
it. You crushed it. And your vocal was so good and it was so believable and it was so awesome and I'm just like it's amazing. It was
Thank
amazing.
you.
It was such an honor to have you on the stage.
Thank
honestly.
you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. Joe, what do you think? A guy that's never going to get married?
I thought it was a brilliant song, and I could think hypothetically if I were married, I would feel the weight of the song because
You feel the weight right now.
Well,
the
I
weight
think,
of the rock.
Parents in Philly are like, when the fuck are you going to get married, dude?
Well,
Where
still, that's the whole thing. It doesn't even have to be about the expectations that come with marriage. I mean, think about like doing the artist thing. We have these expectations of if you could have the worst day of your life. Your family member could have died, dog could have died, but you have to go out on stage with a smile. And I had known that because I had done the artist thing for so long. I had known that those expectations just come along with the gig.
Yeah,
but
whether-
like the whole getting married thing, didn't quite expect that. And it's always from, the sweet little old ladies in your life who are like, oh,
don't let yourself go. When are you having kids? I'm like, nice.
Yeah, whether you're on stage or not, the show must go on.
Really.
So I want you to ask her a Philly question.
Oh,
because it says right here that your dad is a retired Philly cop who looks like Tony Soprano.
He does.
And your whole loud, stereotypical family of Irish Italians from Philly moved to Tennessee to help me follow my dream, and they're totally like fish out of water down here in the South, but I love it. That's what you sent me.
That's
word
true.
For word, in quotes.
You gotta.
Joe already asked the Philly question, which is where's the gabagool? So before
For
he
sure,
asks
but
his
another one.
second Philly question, I'm going to ask the only one that matters. Why are the Philadelphia Eagles not as good as the 49ers?
You know, if I knew enough about sports, I could back that up for you, but
I more said this for him.
genuinely don't.
Just say who just won the last Super Bowl.
I was gonna
That's
ruin
all
my
you gotta
question.
say.
Go Birds.
But we all, yes, go Birds. But we also seem to burn the city down every damn time.
It was like a cleansing, though. It's like
survival of the fittest, I guess. You know.
Oh, that's where all the guitars are stolen.
I saw a meme. That
I got a
was
few of them at the
riot,
base.
and it was like Philly, whether they win or lose. And I was
True.
Like, that's the most accurate. It's like this. It's getting burned down no matter what happens in this game. But
Can confirm. Can confirm.
passionate people. Passionate people.
Yes.
This is getting out of control. I love it.
We love our
you were
sports teams and
awesome. Is
it's-
that
Thank
song
you.
out yet?
I just got the mix back yesterday, so it's getting there. Hopefully September.
How does it sound?
Needs a. I don't think it needs anything else. I just got to mix the BGVs in there. My sister did them actually, so
Nice.
we got
Your
like
sister
the
did
blood
the
harmony.
BGVs?
Yeah, so she got the blood harmony
Sibling
going
vocals
through.
is
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Well, as soon as it comes out, it's A-listed.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Absolutely. That's an amazing song.
Thank you so much.
You're great.
Thank you.
Would love to have you back and just, man, what a Philly connection here. Yeah. That's
great.
We got
Go Birds.
AJ Brown and Jalen Hurts right here on the stage with us. So, hey, thank you so much.
Thank
I appreciate
you.
it.
Thank you, Peyton.
Oh, man.
Thank you.
All right, so we got
Thank you.
one more person. They've been waiting patiently for.
Waiting patiently for us to stop talking about Philly.
Yeah.
well, now that we're done with Philly, Chad Frick, come on up.
Chad Frick, come on up.
Let's go, Chad.
Let's go.
Chad has a squad with him, by the way. Brought
Let's
the
go.
whole
Give
gang
it out.
back
Give it up
there.
for Chad Squad. That's what's up. You know, man, I just want to thank you guys for being on here. I told you a little bit earlier, but I reached out to a bunch of friends, and it's all good. I understand it's a new podcast. It's hard to like understand what it's all about, but like you were like right away, Tyler. You were like, let's do it, and I appreciate that, man. Like, this is a growing podcast. Thank you guys for being out here. Seriously, like, this is every single person that's out in the crowd tonight. We appreciate you so much. This is a community. It's a group of people that, like, I really want all these people that are on the stage to win. I've been in the business a long time. You've been in the business a long time. You've been in the business a long time. And I'm trying to bring people that have been in the business for a long time to be a part of this, because I feel like we have a lot to offer and knowledge to give, because we've been through some shit. We've been through some shit. Yeah, we
The
have.
industry is brutal, but it teaches you everything. Doesn't mean it teaches you what you're supposed to know, but just teaches you what to know.
Exactly. And a lot of these artists, you know, I think probably 99.9, probably actually 100% of them, I don't know, maybe 99.9, just to be safe, are independent, which is super exciting. I told you before this, it's been, you know, my career has kind of gone up and down and up and down, and in the last couple of years, mostly down. And I just wanted something that wasn't about my music, and hearing these young artists and hearing a lot of people that are just, they still have that thing that gets them up every day and drives them to wake up and play music. It's like, this is why we moved here. This is why we did this. And being here 11 years like myself, it's like you lose that a little bit. And so hearing these young artists brings that back to me. And I just want to, you know, thank all of you guys for being a part of this and making this happen. So
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, you sent me the text. You're like, you want to do this? And my instant thought was absolutely not. No, I'm just kidding. I was like, I was talking to somebody earlier, maybe it was Dean, I don't know, and I said, Austin always has these great ideas. You and Lexi both, you guys are innovators naturally, and you come up with these cool ideas, but then you see them through, right? And this idea becomes this thing now. And you sent me this, and I read it, I was like, this is such a cool idea. And I just pictured you sitting alone in this bar, and I was like, he ain't gonna be alone. I'm gonna be there.
Thank you, bro. Thank you so
Absolutely.
much. It means the world. And actually, with that said, I do have a heartfelt thing that I want to say. I'm sorry, Chad. I know you're sitting up here, but don't worry, we're gonna get to you soon.
No,
I want to thank Picker, because Picker has believed in this podcast from day one. They are our first sponsor, and we're growing together. And there's a lot of artists in this crowd tonight, and I encourage you to get your phone out, download Picker, and I'm telling you, it's beneficial for you. If you're an artist, if you're a songwriter, if you're a producer, if you're an artist, if you're a producer, it's beneficial for you, because what it does is it's like Airbnb for musicians, for recording studios, for producers, guitar players. It connects people. If you're an artist like myself and I want to record a song and I don't have a lot of money, and I wish Picker was around back in the day when I was first starting out, because I didn't have a lot of money and I went to anybody that was available. What Picker does is it connects you with people that are willing to meet you where you're at. And if you want to book more guitar sessions in LA, Picker will connect you with people here in Nashville or New York or wherever, Atlanta, and you can record their sessions from your room, from your house. And it's an amazing app. It really is, and it's so cutting edge and so it's gonna be huge. I'm so excited about it. But please download Picker, Pickr. It's right here. We got bags. If you were on the show, we got bags for you, hats and shirts and stuff. But
I wish I knew what this was 2 days ago, because I was violently looking over the internet of Nashville accordion players to be in the music video.
No way.
And I couldn't find any, because everything was just like session players all over the world, blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, somebody has to have an accordion in this town.
Well, Picker's got some accordion players, so
Like the fifth
I'm
page of
telling you, it's
Craigslist.
unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Everybody give it up for Chad Frick singing his song, Dance with the Devil.
I drove to paradise, I had nothing left to lose. I had a lifetime ahead and I had everything to prove. I had a girl when I left, a bunch of new ones came along. One angel whispered in my ear about just how far she'd fallen. She told me, if you want to dance with the devil, then come and take a seat by me. I'll tell you everything you ever want to hear, give you anything you ever might need. You won't be the same, who knows what you'll be. If you want to dance with the devil, then come and take a seat by me. Then imagine like a really epic guitar solo right here. Oh, I heard sirens from the ditch, and I saw mermaids casting spells. I let one swim on up too quick, and in her grip I fell. I should have run away, I should have known when to leave. I had a lifetime to learn what they really want from me. She told me, if you want to dance with the devil, then come and take a seat by me. I'll tell you everything you ever want to hear, give you anything you ever might need. You won't be the same, who knows what you'll be. If you want to dance with the devil, then come and take a seat by me, a seat by me. Take a seat by me, a seat by me. Well, I tried to leave, but I couldn't think of letting her down. You won't believe what I told the next one who rode into town. I told her, if you want to dance with the devil, then come and take a seat by me. I'll tell you everything you ever want to hear, give you anything you ever might need. You won't be the same. You'll be stuck here just like me. If you wanna dance with the devil, then come and take a seat by me.
Chad Frick, everybody.
Thanks, y'all.
Chad, what's that song about, man?
That song is about temptation and lust.
Nice. Wow.
Yeah, so it's like semi-autobiographical. Autobiographical. I moved to Tampa 2 days after I graduated college, and it's about a bar there called Bar Howard. So shout out to Bar Howard for that inspiration. It's similar to the Hotel California, where like you can get lost in there. And I moved here to escape. I loved Tampa, but you know, there's a lot of
devils.
Exactly. Yeah.
Joe's moving to Tampa now.
Hell yeah, Joe.
To meet his wife.
Devils.
Joe, what do you think, bro?
Dude, a great song, man.
Thank you, Joe.
That was awesome. You get like a lot of like classic, like Bruce Springsteen kind of vibes going
Hell yeah,
on.
thank you. That's exactly what I was going for when I wrote that. So thank you.
Yeah, it translated for sure. And honestly, like, you know, I think it was a little bit jarring when you kind of hit like halftime on the bridge, but I loved it. I think like it kind of like, you know, it was something that the arrangement needed to kind of like break it up, and it really like pulled it into like the lyrics that, you know, the vocals that you were saying.
Thank you, Joe.
Especially when you have a percussive acoustic performance like that. It's exactly what I was thinking. When you dropped it out like that, it's something I brought up many times tonight about dynamics. It instantly made me pay attention. Your lyrics are dope. The mermaid scales and like so many different things you could have said, but you said that. And I was just like, I don't know if my hands moved, but in my head they went like this.
Hell yeah. Thank you.
And I like that you have a very distinct voice. I don't know if it sounds like anybody, but it's distinct in the way of, I don't know if you've ever heard of George Ezra.
Oh, hell yeah. That's good. Thank
His
you.
voice is extremely distinct, right? I know within one word of a George Ezra song that I'm hearing him, even if I don't know it. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that's something you have that's really cool. I wish I had that.
Thank you, Tyler.
When Chad and I met when I first got here at the bar, he's like, "What's up, man? You performing?" And I was like, I still don't know what's going on now. But I was like, I'm a guest judge podcast something with Austin. He's like, I'm performing. I was like, all right, cool. And I joked to Joe, because I went to the bathroom and you were gone. And I was like, good. I can't deal with collusion. You know, we were getting too close. You know, we really only talked for like 5 seconds. But yeah, it was great. It was really, really cool.
Thank you.
Did you mean to, this is not a critique, did you mean to slow the tempo down after that bridge break? Does the song like kind of decompose?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cool. I thought so, but I also thought maybe you were taking tequila shots like us. I love that that's intentional. That's really, really, really cool.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tyler. Thank you.
Absolutely, man. No, I agree with all that, and I think you're very unique to yourself. I mean, you're wearing like a surf shop shirt, and you got some Nike, what are those, Blazers?
These are the Kill Shot 2s.
I have
Shout out to Nike and the Kill Shot 2s.
You have, what kind of genre would you say you are? Like, what's your vibe? Like,
that, like you said, Bruce Springsteen, I was going for like a Heartland rock song with that, but I would say more of my songs, I am trying to be beachy. I'm trying to sound like Jimmy Buffett, Jack Johnson, John Mayer. And I think the way that I phrase that genre is easy listening. I just want there to be a time and place for my song. And that's what I'm going for.
I call it wife music.
Wife music.
Dude, it was
middle-aged mom music.
It was that. And I think, again, that's my favorite part about Nashville that I'm finding is like just the different types of music here and the different vibes. When I'm listening to you, like I want to be on a boat, I want to be on a beach, I want to be just like chilling, bro. You know, I want to be sipping a beer, like
chilling, bro.
No, seriously, it's chilling, bro, music. And I
hell yeah,
yeah, that's your genre.
Next time somebody asks you, don't say easy listening, say chilling,
Chillin'
bro.
bro.
Yeah. Your name is Chad, so you could just get a Brad with you. Chad and Brad, and we're chilling, bro. You know,
easy.
That's no, it's dude. Seriously, it's great.
So you said I sold out my first show ever in DC with 250 people. So I wrote and I mailed them 250 thank you letters, one for every fan. And that's what I was talking about with guerrilla marketing never fails, especially when you mean it, right? You did that, you sent it to them, you felt it, you meant it. They'll never forget that. They'll never not tell people about that. It's all about creating that connection as many times as you can. Good
Keep
job.
doing that.
Thank
Keep
you.
doing that.
I'm gonna steal what you said with the cards. I'm gonna do exactly that.
With the what?
With
Oh,
the cards, I'm gonna do exactly what you
Lie
said.
to
yeah.
everybody, brother. It's great. You'll play Stagecoach. Well, you don't want to play Stagecoach. You want to play something with different
Do it at
outfits.
What's your
Bonnaroo.
dream show? What's your dream show?
Hangout Fest.
Hangout Fest.
I like Hangout Fest. Ocean's Calling in Ocean City, Maryland would be incredible.
All right, so you're gonna play it 2027.
Sounds good.
Manifest that shit.
Hell yeah.
I
I'll go there
believe it.
next year, hand out cards.
I believe it.
My second comment, and I'm going to let you go.
Thank you, Tyler.
You said you're a descendant of 2 U.S. presidents, William Henry and Benjamin Harrison. I'm a descendant of Abraham Lincoln.
Oh, shit, dude. We should make a run for it.
Bow down.
Wow.
Damn.
We have President.
He was a lot cooler than William Henry Harrison and Benjamin Harrison.
That's pretty crazy, man.
I should have told you that when I said I liked candy. That's way cool.
Oh my
I
God.
literally did. He's like, tell me things about you. I was like, love candy. Fruity, not
Abraham
chocolate.
Lincoln. Yeah, Abraham Lincoln,
that's-
dude.
Meanwhile, I
insane.
slept on Abraham Lincoln.
God, that's kind of a fact you might want to throw out there more.
No, when I was, how did you
Honest
find out
Tyler over
about
here.
your family?
So it's my dad's mom, my grandmother. She has like some book that traces it back like all the way up her maternal line, like all the maiden names, and eventually gets to Harrison.
Yeah. So when I guess that's my family. When we were growing up, we always just knew Abraham Lincoln. And then when I was in high school, I was watching a Tom Hanks documentary, and he was talking about how he was related to Abraham Lincoln. And my mom and I were like, cool, right? So then like a few years go by, and my grandma went and got one of those books made. This is before 23andMe, Ancestry, any of these things. Got one of those books made. And everybody's like, oh, this is cool. I was like, give me the book. Abraham Lincoln. Oh, yeah. And then I did it again. Tom Hanks. We've never met. I'm waiting for the Thanksgiving.
What's the
invite.
relationship?
He's my 9th cousin, which sounds crazy, but my great-grandpa that died 20 years ago,
close.
only his 6th cousin, getting closer.
Damn.
Wow.
I know.
Wow. And
I
if you
know.
lived in Arkansas, you'd be first cousins. Anyways, I think we should maybe say goodbye to Chad on that note. Chad, thank you so much, man.
Thank
You're
you,
awesome.
Great job.
Would y'all? Damn. Thank you, Chad. That was awesome, dude. And I love the beach shirt. You got to keep that rolling. What'd you guys think, man? You guys have a good time?
I'm coming back next week.
Good.
This was awesome.
We need a guest next week, actually. I ran out of ass, dude. I really did. I asked, like, all my friends, and then people stopped saying, like, I just got ignored. I got left on red. So if you want to come back, you guys are always welcome. Seriously.
This was
I
fun,
mean
man.
that. I mean that. I just want to say thank you to everybody that's out here tonight. Everybody that came on this stage. Hold on a second. I actually fucked up. Chad, we got talking. Chad, you got A-listed.
Okay.
You got A-listed, Chad. I'm so sorry.
I was on the button. I was like, I'm pretty sure.
We're talking about some weird shit. You got A-listed, man. Great song.
Didn't even get a drum roll for that one.
Lincoln, for ruining that moment.
You see, I will never tell a lie, but you guys will.
Seriously, guys, thank you for being on here. I am so pumped to have you. Go check out Hello, California. It just came out this Friday. One of the best albums you're going to hear of 2025. Tyler Rich, Joe Devenney, Dean Purificato. I'm Austin Burke. Thank you guys so much. This is Playlist.
Awesome. Thanks, y'all.